It is occasionally very clean to overlook a few of the fits which have taken place over the years in WWE, even a few of the extra wacky, random, or weird ones. The original tribal chief Roman Reigns has been below the WWE banner on the grounds that all of the manner again in 2010, and over the one's 15 years, he confronted a few of the largest and quality wrestlers of all time, headlining numerous fundamental occasions and prevailing more than one titles. Through that, there are a few fits that fanatics may have forgotten all about, whether that be because of them being random, forgettable, downright bad, or bizarre. Fans desperately desired a triple hazard healthy among the contributors of the Shield, and that they sooner or later were given this at Battleground 2016, even though it ended up being a touch underwhelming. Fans may also now no longer recognize that the Shield contributors, without a doubt, had some other triple hazard manner again in 2012 in FCW, WWE's developmental machine on the time. Before those three had been ever teaming collectively and wreaking havoc on WWE's foremost roster, they clashed in a triple hazard healthy to decide the new primary contender for the FCW heavyweight title. Reigns received the healthy, even though he changed into wrestling below the Nanmi of Leaky on the time. On paper, this healthy appears like a fever dream. However, it occurred on an episode of Raw in 2015 as Roman Reigns teamed with allies Dean Ambrose and the Usos to defeat three different groups of four: the Wyatt family, the League of Nations, and a collection of ECW veterans. It is simple to overlook that, for a quick time, Tommy Dreamer again to align with fellow ECW alumni to feud with the Wyatt family. WWE determined to throw collectively ongoing feuds in this weird removal healthy that held zero stakes whatsoever. On the again of dropping the WWE Championship, WWE had been nevertheless trying to relatively push Jinder Mahal in 2018. However, he changed into dropping steam very speedy. As possibly a remaining threat grab at making him an exquisite heel in WWE, he feuded with Roman Reigns. Fans can be forgiven in the event that they forgot this money with Inside the Bank PPV, healthy among Reigns and Mahal even occurred, as it changed into a slow, painfully gradual 15-minute healthy that had little or no heat. Seeing Mahal live to tell the tale for therefore long towards Reigns changed into bizarre to mention the least. One of the maximum surreal fits with inside the complete profession of Roman Reigns got here in a six-guy tag crew healthy on SmackDown. It changed into surreal because of the stipulation, loser eats dog food. Either Roman Reigns or Baron Corbin needed to devour canine meals in defeat, and the babyfaces received, leaving Corbin gagging and spluttering, sopping wet in canine meals in a truly abysmal second for all and sundry involved. You can be thinking who on earth GaryGarbutt is. Well, he foremost evented Raw along Roman Reigns in a minute healthy towards Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. The heelish duo had Reigns' crew with a supposed masked janitor in Raw's foremost event. The crowd chanted Gary at some point of the healthy as he confirmed symptoms and symptoms of fire, however changed into then speedy disposed of. In a honestly baffling reserving decision, Garbutt unmasked himself to reveal Cedric Alexander, and we nevertheless don't recognize why. Alexander changed into smiling after the healthy, as even though he'd pulled a fast one over McMahon and McIntyre, which and made no feel for the reason that he'd been squashed. This changed into up there with the most weird Raw foremost occasions ever. Post-2010, The Undertaker have become a part-time wrestler, simplest wrestling on the largest PPVs, and occasionally even simply displaying up as soon as in step with year. Many fanatics may also overlook that he without a doubt competed on RAW and SmackDown in 2013, competing towards the Shield in trios movement along Team Hell No in the UK, and later in singles movement towards Dean Ambrose on SmackDown. This changed into a laugh six-guy tag crew healthy that noticed The Undertaker get in fun warm tag as he ran wild. However, in the long run, the Shield used their teamwork to attain the win with Inside the End. WWE tried their very best to make Roman Reigns an underdog babyface with all the odds stacked against him, though WWE's audience never really bought it. Things weren't when WWE booked over-the-top matches like this, as Roman Reigns had to fend off Alberto Del Rio, Kevin Owens, the Wyatt family, The New Day, The Ascension, Sheamus, Stardust, and Tyler Breeze on an episode of Raw in a 14-on-1 handicap match. Despite the legit star power and talent on the other side, Roman Reigns survived for 17 minutes before the match was thrown out as a no contest as Vince McMahon ordered everyone to attack Reigns. For some reason, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair reignited their rivalry in 2019, forming two teams to take on one another at Saudi Arabia's Crown Jewel PPV. This is something that feels so randomly put together, especially when you see who was involved. Roman Reigns teamed with Rusev, Shorty G, Ricochet, and Ali in what proved to be a very cheesy babyface team, defeating the much stronger force of Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Baron Corbin. It isn't often that WWE booked mixed tag team action, especially not back in 2016. However, in a one-off main match on Raw, Roman Reigns teamed with Sasha Banks to take on Charlotte Flair and Rusev as WWE smashed together two title feuds at the time. Reigns and Banks won the match in 10 minutes flat. It does feel a little bizarre in hindsight to see Reigns and Banks standing tall alongside one another. In 2019, WWE decided to give Eric Rowan a big singles push out of seemingly nowhere, breaking out as Daniel Bryan's sidekick. He feuded with Roman Reigns, being the one to attack him backstage in a convoluted angle. They met in a big no DQ match on PPV, and Rowan won. A returning Luke Harper aided Rowan as he defeated Reigns, which was arguably the biggest win of his entire career. In hindsight, this was such a random PPV encounter.